I've met so many people tonight that yeah, the gym is my sanctuary. So some people are interrupting my workout. Go away! You're killing my pump.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm cold
You only
now.
have like an hour or two to get it in, and then you spend 40 minutes talking. There goes the time. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Today we have a special guest, Jessica.
Hello.
She is a bikini model. She's from Orange County, and we're gonna talk about her career and everything. She's gonna share some secrets, and secrets and ideas, and she's gonna just basically we're gonna dive through how everything started since the beginning. Humble beginnings.
Yes, humble beginnings. Definitely.
Right. Camera, I saw you.
Okay.
What's going on?
I guess I just wanted to start sharing my story a little bit because fitness is a huge part of my life now, and I didn't start it until I was in high school. So, like, growing up, I'm tall, I'm 5'10", so, like, they would put me as a goalie in soccer, and be like, oh, you're tall, just, go, like, defend this, and I would get nailed in the face, like, not athletic at all, like, literally, this is a funny story, so I'm sure you'll appreciate this, but I used to go down to Mexico all the time with my family, and my sister, she's 6'1", so she's tall, my dad's 6'8", like, tall, athletic, athletic people, and so my sister and dad and mom would, like, always race on the beach, and I'd try and run with them, and one time my dad was looking at my mom, and he's like, what's wrong with the way Jess runs? And she's like, what do you mean? It's like, just look at her for a second. And he's like, oh my god, she doesn't move her arms when she runs. Like, that is the level of unathletic, like, awkward, just to not be playing sports at all. So
you're just an awkward kid.
Yeah, just an awkward, super skinny kid growing up. My sister was the athletic one, so I get to high school. And like I said, my dad's 6'8", so he was a basketball player in college, like full-ride scholarship, and they're like, either you can try and get a scholarship like your dad in college, or you can work through college like your mom. Right. And I was just kind of like, I don't know how you want me to play sports, but I guess I'll try. So I played volleyball, and I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Cool.
So first 2 years, like, not that great, and I wasn't really getting any better. So sophomore year, I went back to high school, like, made the team the first year, should make it the second year, didn't make it.
So like, at that point, you didn't have the idea, I'm gonna be a model.
Oh no, definitely.
Like, you were just a weird kid at that point.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Back then, too, my dad used to be a pastor, so he's very conservative and everything. So, like, my sister and I had been approached to model when we were little kids because we're tall and skinny. Yeah, but it was kind of just like off limits. So, high school is still an awkward kid, like, not allowed to wear makeup. 13. I went into college when I was 17, so I was really young, underdeveloped, and so didn't make the team sophomore year. I was like kind of bummed about it, but kept playing. Right. Went back junior year, didn't make the high school team again. Like, I had everyone telling me, like, you're not going to make it, you should probably quit. Like, don't go back senior year. You're playing club, you're doing fine, but, like, dude, you're not going to...
this is not for you. Now, you finally accept it, like, you already know that that's not for you, like, you're completely done?
No, I didn't give up, that's the thing. So they told me, like, dude, you're not going to make it. I was like, okay, well, if I don't make my high school team, I'm still playing club. Like, that doesn't matter because it's a small... I'm competing with these girls who are really, really good. Most people would quit. I guess I don't know how. I'm a graphic design major, so I love videography. I don't like photography as much because I'm not as good at video. Really? I, like, take my drone out around Laguna, and, like, when I went to Mexico, I had it with me, and I love video because it can tell a story.
Really?
So, that's what I like doing, but graphic design, like, I do logos, websites, like, anything you could possibly want, really, and it's art. So I draw on the side, but taking the computer side. So
that's what you do when you're not doing shootings, when you're not at the beach. That's what you actually do.
That's what I'm doing. I'm teaching myself, Adobe, Photoshop. Like, I wake up at 5:30, get ready for the gym. Yeah, go to the gym, feed my dog, make sure I eat before work, go to work, come home from work, do freelance work or shoot, or I'm, like, constantly active. Yeah, but I love it.
Yeah, of course.
So,
and then at what point you realized that you were able to make a lot of money on Instagram?
Honestly, when people started reaching out to me and actually caring, they're like, oh, hey, like, do you want to try
a
car? Do you want to, do you want to do this? And having people want to shoot with me and, like, incredible photographers. Honestly, probably one of the biggest moments for me, as I drop my drink. I told you I'm clumsy.
It's okay.
You can keep that in there. You can edit it. I don't really care.
No, we can
was when, let's see, when Boutique LA reached out to me because they're the biggest bikini company.
Which one is it?
Boutique LA.
Okay, is that a big thing?
Yeah,
I'm not into bikinis, so
you're good. I don't expect you to know. They just have, like, the largest following on Instagram. Right. So
and they
so they gave me a bunch of stuff, and they're all about, like, girls with big butts at the same time. People would always tell me, like, oh, you have a huge ass. But, like, I don't know. It's when I started kind of getting into that. And it was with girls that I really, really respected that, you know, have been doing this for a living. So it's like, that's really awesome. I actually had, don't tell anyone this, but Playboy reached out to me like a long time. I turned it down, but okay. I was coaching.
Oh my god, that's huge.
Yeah, I was coaching at the time.
Oh my god.
And obviously my parents, I was like, I can't. I was like, it was either implied.
Would you do it now?
Maybe. I might do implied because it was good money. Like, I would have been in Cal. It was really good money. And it's Playboy, because I had told my, one of my friends at the time, because they're like, oh, would you shoot nude? I'm like, no, I'm not going to know. I was like, unless it was for, like, Victoria's Secret or Playboy or one of those big companies.
There's the money,
Yeah, I have the email saying, like, from Playboy saying that they wanted me to be in it, so at least I have that, which is cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, it wasn't on my bucket list, but I'm like, you know, that's a pretty cool little thing to have. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe someday, but that's when I really started to
like, taking it serious, like, holy shit, there's money here.
Exactly, and I mean, just people supporting me. Like I said, I especially, like, I have a big support group now, but even friends that I was close to, like, what are you modeling now? Like, what the hell are you doing? People kind of see that as someone that they know, and they're like, dude, this is the type of shit that you're posting. Like, when you kind of are starting to get into that space, there's not really was it easy
at the beginning? Social media, was it easy for you?
It was really, really hard.
Why was it hard?
It was hard just because, I mean, I was putting myself out there so much. Like, I was trying something new. Like I said, I was...
But you knew, you basically had the idea that that's what you had to go, what you had to do.
Yeah, I knew I had to go through that, but I also thought, like I said, I thought I was going to be getting a lot of hate, which I was, but I was also getting a lot of support. But it was when... Like I said, this last 2 years or so is when I really started to become confident.
Right.
And having confidence has literally changed my life.
It's everything.
In every single aspect.
What would you tell people and your followers if they want to start doing it?
I would just tell them to do it. Honestly, like, a lot of people wait for the perfect timing or until they're ready or whatever, and at the same time, like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you wait until everything's perfect, you're going to be waiting forever. And it's kind of just putting it off. It's making an excuse. It's just putting it that much further out of your reach. I would just say, in anything you want to do, it really doesn't matter whether it's
just do it.
Yeah, if you're in the gym, if you want a certain promotion, if you want something, you just have to fucking do it. Like, I posted something on my Instagram yesterday that had, you know, a caption that was kind of just like, because people always ask me, like, how the hell are you waking up at 5:30 to go to, how do you have the motivation, is what I get a lot. They're like, how do you have the motivation, how do you have the drive, are you not eating all these crappy foods or whatever. I'm like, I mean, some days I am happy as hell, like, frolicking in the gym, like, this is my shit, I want to, you know, it's great. But there's other days where I hate my fucking life. I'm like, I don't want to be here, I'm not in the right mindset, like... You
hate your life sometimes?
I don't hate my life, but, like, you know those days when you're just having a really...
We'll have those days.
Exactly. Some weeks, some months, they come way more often than others.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so you just have to do it. Yeah. Like, just don't be a little bit. Just force yourself to. Yeah. I was really, really, really forced to get out of my comfort zone, so that's one of the reasons that I have the mindset that I do, because, you know, people don't want to do something. I'm like, just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it, yeah.
You're going to lay around, which is hard for me, too, having anxiety and depression. Like, there's been so many times I've gone to the gym and, like, I'll see, you know, creepy old guys smiling at me, and, like, I want to cry because I've gotten harassed so many times. Like, I deal with sexual harassment, sexual assault, crap like that constantly. So,
but I'm pretty sure you kind of learn how to manage it, though.
Yeah, you learn how to manage it because, like, you know people are looking at you, you know, and that's why I say that you're only competing with yourself, too, because, like, if you know that everyone's staring at you, like, everyone's eyes are on you almost no matter where you go, whether it's just social media, being out in person, like, it just it happens. So if you're confident, you're like, you have to know your worth. So as far as confidence, know your worth, because like I said, growing up I just really, really insecure. I have flaws, like, I'm very honest about all my shortcomings and everything, that's wrong with me, but I'm not perfect. I know the things I need
perfect,
to...
Though.
Exactly.
We all have the dark spots. We all have the dark side, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think half of the time, basically, half of the time we go to the dark side. That happens to me all the time. Well, even though I look like a cool, happy dude, bro, not even, you know.
Yeah, no, it's hard. Like I said, with me, people are like, dude, you're the happiest person I know. I had no idea that, you know, you've had depression for 9 years, and, you know, you used to be suicidal in the past and have been in a mental hospital. And, like, a lot of people, they almost ignore that. You know, they see a weakness, and they kind of ignore it. They will either, like, blame other people or other things for them being out, for example, fitness. Like, oh, well, I'm out of shape because I don't have time. Or, like, I spend too much time at my job. Or, you know, I'm a shitty person because this happened to me. Or, like, someone treated me this way, so I'm going to treat them like crap. No. You're in charge of every single decision that you make.
Okay, so let's say Instagram goes away tomorrow.
Yes, I'm so glad because it went away for, like, 3 hours over the weekend.
I know.
Freaking out.
I was like, oh, fuck, thank God. Like, honestly, I do it for business, straight up.
Exactly,
I do it for business. And fuck, I almost want to, you know, it's funny, my niece is going to take over. I told my niece, can you handle this? Because I don't want to be fucking liking pictures all day long.
Yeah.
Drinking, bragging, you know.
Yeah, it takes a lot. We're always responding to things. Like,
so, I went out 2 or 3 days ago. I was happy as hell.
I was happy as hell, too. My friends are, they're like, wait, is your Instagram gone? I was like, I mean, yeah. Like, have you checked on it? I was like, but that's happened to me before. Like, I've gotten hacked.
So if it's gone completely, Instagram disappears tomorrow.
What do I do?
Would you be okay?
I would be okay. I will
straight up, like mentally, you would be like, fuck, no more attention for me.
It would suck a little bit because, like, it's taken a lot to build to where I am. And I have all my my content, my highlights, like all those personal contacts. There's some people where I only have their contact through Instagram.
Through Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I work with businesses. So, like, that, you know, would suck. Because it wouldn't go away. I'd still, like, have contact with them. But at the same time, like, my entire life would
personal
not
life.
end. Yeah, my personal life would be fine. Yeah. Like, honestly, I mean...
You don't rely on it. You don't need Instagram.
Yeah, no, I honestly, I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram. Like, I love it. I send my friends memes all the time. Like, it's my social way of interacting for sure.
Right.
And, I mean, I love the content on there. There's beautiful, you know, video... There's so many things that are inspiring. So many different inspiring people, inspiring stories. I think it's a great platform for sure. Especially for businesses.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But, I mean... There's good and bad, obviously. Like, it has a lot of negative side effects just because, I mean, even, like, I have friends out in Wisconsin, or a friend from Wisconsin, and they see her always posting pictures of me, and they're like, oh my god, who is that? And she's like, that's my best friend. And, you know, other places that might not be like LA, Orange County, California, there's literally so much attention. You don't realize how people are viewing you, and it's toxic to a certain degree. You know,
it is.
Especially if you're not in the mindset to understand what it is. You know, like,
what do you mean?
As far as, there's some people who are like, oh yeah, well, people are always posting fake stuff, blah, 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 but, like, I guess I just don't really understand how, not useless it is, but, like, it's just a social platform, you know? Like, if somebody's famous because they're posting booty pics all day, like, you know, that's great, but what are they actually doing with their lives? Like,
what's behind that? Yeah.
Exactly, and what type of person are they? Like I said, I am really selective about the people that I do follow that are in the same space as me, the other influencers and everything, because, like, I want to actually appreciate their content and appreciate the things that they're putting out.
The actual real, or semi-real.
Yeah, have them be real and have them be in the same mindset as me. Instead of, you know, that...
I mean, because literally we all know that there's like two words, you know, it's like a fake one and the one, you know, the regular word, and the one goes on Instagram. And just...
Well, and it's sad too, because you have so many people that look up to you. So if you have so many people that look up to you, you're like, oh, well, I'm going to promote this product that doesn't even work, and you know that that's what you're doing. And,
but you're making money, though.
Exactly, and plenty of people do that, but I don't know. That's not my type of thing. Like, there's ways that I could be making way, way, way more money, or, like, companies I'm promoting and stuff that I don't believe in, so I don't. You know, if it's not something for me, I'm not going to do it just for the money, just for the exposure, just for whatever, because it doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day, like, if Instagram did go away completely, what type of person are you outside of it? Right. So you'll be okay if Instagram is gone? I'd be okay. I'd be a little sad, like I said.
Now, why don't you have a channel? Why don't you have
a YouTube channel?
Yeah. At this point, I feel like you should have it.
I know. I have one video where I talk a lot about mental illness and depression, anxiety.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, of course, because that's something I struggle with.
I take that really personal. Yeah, same. Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's one thing that I would like to use my influence more.
To actually deliver the message.
Exactly.
Yeah, mental.
Well, and that's why I'm glad that I got to do this too, because I wanted to have a video where I talked about, you know, fitness and kind of, because that's also something that didn't come naturally to me. And then, like I said, anxiety and depression, it's one thing that I want to bring to light with that is just that people they have a mindset where, and I almost had this mindset too, it's like, once I get this job, or if I make it into this college, or if I have this boyfriend, or that's when I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy when this happens. But I mean, you look at somebody like me, and like I said, I have so many people who look up to me and
You're
reach
just a
out
happy
to
person,
me.
huh? All the time.
Yeah, that's the thing too. People are like, oh my god, you're so happy. How can you have social anxiety? You're so friendly. Like, how can you be depressed and have been suicidal in the past when like you are literally the happiest? Yeah, definitely, 100%. Just, I don't even know how to explain it, but just like being in a dark place, thinking that it's not going to get any better. Like, honestly, well, that has a lot to do with confidence too, because I was so insecure. Like, I grew up pretty much hating myself. Like, I wasn't really told that like I could do whatever I wanted or like encouraged to do anything, so like all my confidence and everything pretty much comes from myself. Like, I've had to build that from the ground up. You need to be okay with yourself at every single aspect of your life.
Absolutely, yeah.
So like, for example, this tattoo a lot of people ask me about, it's basically the different like progressions of a rose, and it says growth. So basically, any point in your life, you're still growing, you're still getting better, like, even if it's still, like, a little bit closed up. Eventually, you'll blossom into what you want, but, like,
it's a beautiful flower.
You have to, and that's part of the reason I have it here, because I was depressed.
It always reminds
exactly.
you. There you go.
Upside down. But, I mean, another thing, too, is, like, I used to cut, because I hated myself that much.
Do you
like,
have the lines?
Not on my wrists, on my hips I do.
Oh, you do?
So, yeah, honestly, in a lot of photos of mine that you see, which I'm going to post one that shows it zoomed in soon, but yeah, you can see.
Are you going to post, really?
Yeah, people think it's like either stretch marks but yeah, all the deep cutting lines are on my hips, but at the same time, like, looking at my wrist is a trigger for me, so if I see something beautiful and kind of like a reminder, like, you've gone through some shit, like, you've made it, know?
I do the same. My tats, I put them on my right here, so I can just kind of like,
they're art. When
I'm going through those, I just kind of look at myself and I'm like, okay, it fits me
it's
back
it's a good
reminder.
Well, and that's why you do have to. It's not just, like I said, it's not just being confident, but you need to know your worth. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not gonna be that type of person who's a bitch. I'm like, I'm the best at everything. Like, I'm the shit. You don't want to be cocky, but like at the same time, if somebody's treating you bad, cut that negativity out of your life. Like, there's just certain things that I no longer have the headspace for.
Yeah, you don't have the energy for that bullshit anymore.
People are gonna try and be negative. Like, sure, have your own opinion, but if you're gonna try and bring me down or tell me that I'm a person that I'm not, or make all these judgments about me, like, honestly, I don't care. Right. So, I mean, you would think that, like, having so many people looking at me on Instagram and stuff, I would care about people's opinions, but unless you're close to me, unless you personally know, I really don't give a fuck. You could cuss me out, and I'd be like, okay, that's your own personal problem. I'm gonna let you deal with that, but, like, know what
and people is going to be negative all the time. They always want to find something to talk.
Which is sad, because that just means that they're
in the dark spot. They're the one who's suffering something, and they that's the way they let it out.
Yeah, they're projecting it onto other people.
Other people's, what's your passion in life?
My passion, I enjoy living. That sounds stupid.
Just being alive.
But yeah, I appreciate it. I've seen people...
Okay, so now... Okay, I'm sorry.
You good.
A lot of things go to my head, so I want to ask so many things. Go ahead.
I was going to say, just, like, I've seen people with far worse, like... I mean, I've been in bad places myself, so, like, honestly, the fact that... I don't want to make it super, like, depressing or anything, but the fact that I'm still here, the fact that, like...
Make it depressive.
Yeah, I've been through some shit. Like, I've been through a lot that I did not think I was going to fight through. I've definitely not become the person that I am. Like, I could have chosen to be negative, bitter. Like, if I wanted to now, I could be a super conceited cunt. Right. If I want, I could be a bitch to everyone I know, but, like, that's not going to help. I'm not going to be like, I'm the shit. Like, I have everything going for me. Like, fuck you guys, I made it.
That's the value that I see on you, Jess. I mean, the fact that you went through all that, the fact that you suffered all these things that I do also, and a lot of us do, and you actually embrace it and talk about it, and you became the person who you are right now. That's just amazing. Like,
thank you. Well, there's nothing else you can do but be honest with it. If
absolutely embrace it, accept it, and work it. Work it out.
Exactly. If you avoid it or you try not to think about it, like, how are you going to grow as a person?
Right.
If you're going to take that and take it out on somebody else or make excuses, like, you're not benefiting yourself.
You got a bright future. I can see you got a bright future.
I mean, there's definitely days where, like, I'm pissy and, like, kind of negative. I'm like, fuck yourself.
Anyways, Jessica, thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you for
having me. And share all that with all of us.
Lindsay's probably here and Cheyenne's probably here.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm the short one of the group. I just have really long legs. I'm really not that tall. My hips are just really high. I have an awkwardly high belly button. Right. Like, I don't know why my belly button's so high, but it
Stay tuned. Thank you.
Don't let them get